first edition. Team Oyo, they won the top place in the first edition.
There's always ability and disability there. Welcome you on the show, Weekend Sport on Trust TV. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. Well, you just saw there our able-bodied men, really, for what they are doing. You just have to appreciate what they are doing, really, for the fact that they came together in this 2024 Para Games coming up, at least in Abuja. We have to celebrate what they are doing. The para athletes across Nigeria competing in different honors, in different sporting categories that they find themselves at the MK Abiola Stadium there. Just to let you know how we feel of what is happening. The good thing is that they've actually won Nigeria a lot of medals, both internationally and also continental-wise. Well, we have to appreciate what they've done for Nigeria. Well, a lot of activities in the weekend that has to do with sporting activities, football, boxing, basketball, different sports across the globe. EPL matches, tough one, Tottenham Hotspur versus Newcastle, Everton, Chelsea for this weekend, and also in the MPFL, Eyimba versus Abia Warriors. Big one there coming up this weekend. And then I'll not forget the second tier of Nigerian football. A lot of events that will be touching on the show. But before we go to those sporting activities that will be coming up, we quickly dash to Kebbi State. Let's look at Kebbi. Well, we also try to promote our own Nigerian sport, and we look at different states in Nigeria. But this time around, we are focusing on Kebbi State. Activities happening there. If you notice recently, Kebbi has been the center of all eyes for the fact that they've been able to develop beach soccer to that level where it can be enviable. Well, right now, to let you know that Kebbi Big Soccer, they are the #1 in Africa and also standing at least among the top in the world. I can't take anything away from Kebbi State for the fact that they've been able to at least hold that sport, and they are holding it well for the fact that Big Soccer has become so popular in Kebbi State. But right now, we're looking at different categories of sport in Kebbi State, focusing on sport development. We have with us the Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Sport Development, who also the chairman of the NYSC Governing Board of that state. That's Honorable Commissioner Nura Fingila. Good to have you, Honorable Commissioner.
Good to have you too.
Okay, good one. Let's at least before you join us, you heard me talking about Kebbi Beach Soccer team. Well, what's the secret? Let me start with that, because it seems there's a particular secret to Kebbi Big Soccer team. They are doing so well. In fact, #1 in Africa. That's a big one.
Yeah, Kebbi Big Soccer is #1 in Africa.
Okay, well, from the
you know that the present administration under the leadership of Excellency Comrade Dr. Idris Abdullahi Ngondu is focusing on sporting activities across the states. Unlike the previous administration of other, governments that they had, presently our able governor really paying much attention on sporting activities, in which it really helped in develop different, sport activities across the states. That's the secret that is happening in beach soccer.
Okay, good one. At least you've just given us that particular support coming from the state government there to develop beach soccer in Kebbi State. But right now, let's start with sport development generally in Kebbi State. Kebbi State, at least from the way it is, I just mentioned beach soccer, and we've seen different sporting activities in that particular state there. Give us an overview of generally what is happening concerning sports in Kebbi State.
Don't forget that our governor is a sport right from the time when he was the chairman, NUC. He has been participating actively in sporting activities. He really developed interest in the sporting activities. What is happening today? Well, a lot of sports that is placed here, unlike before, because as it is now, even the number one team, that is Kebbi, currently we are having our national league in which we have reached some level, unlike before. Just yesterday we had our match at Adamawa United, whereby we won 2-0. That is to tell that not only beach soccer, football, we are really making progress as a result of the support the present administration. So, speaking, sporting activities generally in Kebbi State is making headway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's making headway. But you mentioned Kebbi United. Are we going to be seeing Kebbi United soon in the NPFL?
By God's grace, because we are trying to, in fact, we are trying to move to the Premier League, because the performance compared to other times, honestly speaking, is very, very impressive, and we are really making. They are still on the way coming, and we're in another match on Friday with Gawa. And what we are seeing with their distance, speaking, there are a lot of improvements in the football in Kebbi State. All as sort of, the full attention of the present administration. And not only the other sporting activities like cricket, volleyball. Before, we don't even have the as a female team of volleyball. Today, I think we're in the northern part of the country, we're number one team because we have been beating other clubs around. So, honestly speaking, sporting activities in Kebbi State have taken a very, very big dimension because we are really in success. Yeah.
A good one there, at least Kebbi State recording success in the likes of volleyball, cricket, and different sports. We're focusing on sport development in Kebbi State. If you're just joining us, and we are with Nura Fingila, that's the Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Sport Development in Kebbi State, joining us live this morning from Kebbi State. Well, right now, when it comes to sports, we know that a lot of people focus on football, but you mentioned volleyball, you mentioned cricket, and other sports in the state. Well, right now, issue of facilities, and you mentioned that things have been put in place to see how they can have enough facilities to go into different sports. Let me quickly just draw your attention to school sport. School sport in Kebbi State, how is it?
We are really trying to. We have even started registering the schools that we know perform very well. In fact, even put down a memo to His Excellency, and he is the one that even directed me that bring that the campus or inter-school competition, so that from there we'll be able to make those scouting to have those that will at least be registered at the state team. So talking to His Excellency, I've already noted that the lost glory of the sport activities in secondary school should be brought back. But so as it the director of sports ministry was directed, he should go around the school with other people attached as a committee to look into that sporting activities in the school, not even only about the long teams, volleyball, short puts, all the sporting activities that are normally being done in the school. So he gave us the full source that we should revive the sporting exercise from the school level, because that's the grassroots of sporting activities where we're able to pick those that will actually play for the state in the future. So that's what we want to do. And not only that, there are some other sporting activities like local boxing. We call it dummy. In the northern part of the country, Dambe is one of the indigenous sport activity. And in Kebbi State, we're left behind because we are doing everything possible to see that we have, restored that sector and make sure we can compete with our places. We have to, team or sets, and we have the jams and I don't know how to translate it in English. It's a local name. Just of recent, he says he had even, put a car on, and we have successfully organized that competition, and we were even at the final stage of that competition. That tell you that not only football, volleyball, and other things, even the boxing as a local. Because we believe by promoting sporting activities definitely can generate a certain, amount of revenue. We have the state group and sporting activities, not only government, so that we'll be able to, put things in order. So as a team, sporting activities, honestly speaking, it's really another dimension positively. Yeah.
A good one there. Delivery coming from Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Sport Development, Kebbi State, Nora Fingela, joining us live from Kebbi. And we've been talking concerning sport development in Kebbi State. And I mentioned that you mentioned grassroots development, and I love the fact that you mentioned Dambe, because really no one can take that particular sport away from the North. They own that sport and it's really growing seriously. When it comes to beach soccer, Kebbi State is now the mecca of big soccer in Nigeria, because all the teams actually travel to Kebbi State. Is there anything in the, at least, maybe you are trying to put out something that has to do with the promotion of this Dambe sport?
Yeah. Started with beach soccer. We have a place where you can play this, a very nice place. We have some beach around where if they come around, definitely they would like to have the activities here. That is why Kebbi's beach soccer team is now ranked as in Africa. We went for zonal elimination. We went to the national elimination and we went to West Africa elimination. So we represented West Africa in Alvaro, Italy, and that makes the name to go higher. And I'm telling you this, Kebbi State team is #1 team up to today. So the way we do the beach soccer in Kebbi State, that is how we are going to handle the Dambe, that is the local box, so that we'll even go beyond what Kano State is doing. Because in the northern part of the country, Kano #1 and Dambe is not sporting or something. But Kebbi State, with what we're arranging, with the plan, and with the support by His Excellency Dr. Nasir Idris Tora and Gwandu, definitely in a short time, we have that Kebbi State have also have the record that is being maintained by the campus when it comes to Dambe. We have them site in Kebbi State, and the government is trying to put that place to be set, so that people from other places, national and international, can come and have at what display we are doing as Dambe. In Kebbi State. So honestly speaking, Dambe would be one of the game also to be reckoned with in the northern part of the, not only in the northern part of the country, in the country, sir. Yes.
A good one there. Well, we're talking Dambe, talking volleyball, different sporting categories happening live in Kebbi State. Kebbi State is really growing well when it comes to sport development, and we just have to focus on that particular state. At least it's not all about the federal. We also need to look at those states, what are they doing to develop sport, grassroots-wise. And that's why the Honorable Commissioner of Youth and Sport there has been talking to us. On a lighter note, Commissioner, let me ask you, which club do you support? Do you play for, or do you support football?
Yeah, I honestly speaking, before I became the commissioner of youth and sport, I have, and now that I'm the commissioner, I'm trying to bring the unity among the teams in Kebbi State. And I know these you have their different clubs. So if I should be taking care of a club now, I have a club, but I don't want it out for you because I know I'm on the air, and definitely my youth across the state, the youth trying to bring among them. If I should mention maybe the other people that are not, a club, they may think that I'm not, and I have to just very cautious while on this project 19 the youth in Kebbi State. So as it is, I don't have any other club that I can talk about from Kebbi United. Kebbi United is all of us in the state, whether you are supporting, Manchester United, Barca or whatever. United is number one club. So far, you are a youth, you are listed. So let me say, my club that I'm supporting is not any other club, Kebbi United for now. Yes, for reasons, Mr. Adeni, I hope you are not offended.
I'm not. Really, I'm happy to hear that you actually support Kebbi United. And I'm very sure you also support Kebbi Beach Soccer and every other team from Kebbi. So after all, you are the commissioner for youth and sport there. Why will I expect you to support any other club except from Kebbi State? Good one. You've been with us, and we appreciate your time with us. We really appreciate what you've done this morning, giving us oversight concerning sport development in Kebbi State. But briefly, just briefly, we'll dash into youth development also in the state. You are the chairman governing board of youth. That's NYSC. Is there anything you're doing especially to at least galvanize the youth in the state?
Yes. You see, if you look at our motto, it's the land of equity, where animals are equal to human beings. Let me put it that way. As we treat people with the fear. And, couples are being posted from other parts of the country to Kent. How I wish you have somebody that you can call among them and come from them, the kind of treatment we're giving them in states. In fact, any that serve in Kebbi will testify to that Kebbi is a home away from home, because the rate at which we are treating them here, after the service, many of them, wouldn't want to go back to their home. And it is already in order by His Excellency that whosoever wants in Kebbi, we should employ them, particularly in teaching line, education sector. So that's enough. You see, people are paying. I was even told by some that some people used to even love me for Kebbi State because of the way health administration is really taking care of them. Just of recent, I went to the country, and His Excellency sent me with the sum of $5 as his son take away to the copper town, and with additional 3 foods. All these cows, you know, when a cow in northern part of the country is something. So they were seriously debating that, is this the way how Kebbi people are so accommodative? And anybody, last time we had a management meeting of the NYSC, it was recorded, and it was, told by the manager of the NYSC from the DG's office that state NYSC orientation camp is one of the best camps so far in the country.
A good one there.
Because we have all the facilities required. In fact, some people are saying, is this camp? Because if you look at it, it is well furnished, and the environment is very friendly. The fact that the weather is somehow, people that came from the eastern country will feel that the weather is not friendly from weather. And even the weather, not all the time. Like presently, we're in Hamada time, and they are really enjoying it, honestly. Okay, and we are very peaceful. In fact, no camp Kebbi State. I have to beat my chest that no in Nigeria. Where
I just want to appreciate your time with us, Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Sport Development, Kebbi State. Well, because of our time, other things are lined up. We want to appreciate your time once again, Honorable Commissioner Nura Fingila there. We thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you so much.
Mr. Denny.
Good one. Well, maybe I should relocate to Kebbi State. Okay, right now, we just have to come back to the studio. Kebbi State is becoming a home now. At least we're talking about sport development there in the grassroots level. Big soccer Kebbi United and every other sector that will do with sport development in that state is getting a boost. And right now, we'll quickly move on to different sporting categories that happened during the week and also what will be happening during, this weekend. Well, during the week, our own ladies, we are so proud of them, Super Falcons. They were able to qualify for the next WAFCON that will be coming up in Morocco, WAFCON 2024, after defeating Cape Verde 2-1 at home, and they were able to do it. Well, that's on an away game. They won 5-0 at home, and they actually ended 7-1 aggregate-wise. Good one for Super Falcons for qualifying for WAFCON, and hopefully they will do us proud in that particular competition. We celebrate them for what they did. They did a yeoman's job qualifying in a wide margin, defeating Cape Verde 7-1 in that particular, those two games, first leg and second leg. Congrats to Super Falcons of Nigeria. Right now, they've qualified for the competition, and we just so that they will bring back the trophy. Well, good one for them now. Quickly, we move away from Super Falcons story. Let's talk about Nigerian National League. Fixtures will be coming up this weekend. A lot of matches coming up in Group A, B, C, and D. Although yesterday, 1472, they were able to defeat Ekiti United in a wide margin. But right now, let's look at the fixtures for this weekend in the NNL. Well, Group A, we have Coast City against Madiba FC, Storman FC against Beyond Limit. That'll be coming up by 3 p.m. There are a lot of matches coming up. We have Idel FC against Abia Comet. You have Smart City taking on Vandresa FC. Dakada against Rovers FC. Those are the matches set up for group in Group A, or you call it Conference. Conference B now, International Lagos against Ikorodu City, Gateway United, Giant Brillas, and you have Oshu United travel to Solution FC to play those games. Warri will be hosting Ijebu United. White Trade Safe will be a trade circle with Crown FC of Ogbomoso there. Let's look at Group C and D in the fixtures that they'll be having. Mighty Jets will be playing against NAF FC, Nasarawa United away to El Kanemi Warriors in Maiduguri there. Yobe Desa Stars will be hosting Wiki Tourists of Bauchi. You have Kebbi United. Kebbi United, well, that game has actually been a big one there. That game has been played, and Kebbi United were able to defeat Adamawa United by a lone goal. Well, from the way it is, Sokoto United will be playing against Jigawa Golden Stars. City FC, the host Sporting Supreme, while Malumfashi FC play Belantaki FC in other fixtures slated for Group D there to let you have a feel of matches coming up in the Nigerian National League, the second tier of Nigerian football there. Well, all the teams that will be participating are lined up to see how they can play those games. Well, we go to the senior category of football, where right now, match day 13. Match day 12 has been played, and right now we have match day 13 fixtures in the Nigerian Premier Football League. A lot of matches slated for this weekend. We look at those games right now, talking about the MPFL fixtures that will be coming up this weekend. Doma United will be at home at Pontamin Stadium against Kano Pillars. And on Sunday, you have a lot of matches. The match between Bender Insurance and Sunshine Star that ought to come up today has been postponed till Sunday. Gombe United against Atland FC. Eyimba against Abia Warriors in the Oriental Derby there at the International Stadium in Aba. Well, Aqua United, the host Lobby Stars. Remo Stars, the table topper against Gora United. Shooting Stars will be hosting Casina United. And Enugu Rangers travel to Bayelsa, while Niger Tornadoes will be at home against Plateau United. Those are the games slated for this weekend. Big one between Abia and Eyimba. Who wins that particular one? It's an Oriental Derby between the two southeastern states teams there. Remo Stars versus Kwara United, a big one there. A big one, Kano Pillars Aqua United. Actually, it ended 1-0 in favor of Kano Pillars. Let's have a feel of that particular encounter. big one to see Messi good there. They won that game against Aqua United. Just let's have to see that game that was played over there in Kano. Well, big one matches slated for this weekend. The MPFL. We just saw those games, and it's a battle to finish as all the teams are looking for points. Both away and also home teams are fighting hard. It's getting better in the MPFL, where we've seen a lot of away wins this season, and at least we're expecting more to get Nigeria football at the pedestal of being seen across the globe. Right now, we talk about our segment where we give you details, where we actually allow you to learn some fact that you think you know or you might have forgotten. Let's look at the Do You Know segment. If you want there to let you have a feel of those things you think you know and you just might have forgotten. Well, it's always good to get educated when it comes to sport. There's so many facts and statistics that we have for you there. And right now we talk about the different activities. Earlier during the show, we saw the National Para Games. National Para Games is ongoing in Abuja at the MK Abiola Stadium. And that particular competition is to bring together all the para athletes across Nigeria. Different states, and the sister and the FCT gather there to at least compete, and it's a joy for them because they always feel so happy for the fact that they are given that particular platform to compete. We saw earlier how they were marching at least to impress the Minister of Minister of Sport Development. That's John Eno. And right now we look at that particular story. Sports Minister declares open second edition. The first edition started in 2022, and now they have the second edition, and is an improvement because different states are participating right now, saying, well, they really want to do well, and a lot of side attractions that actually happen in that particular competition. They are good ones. At least we have the para athletes. They won so many medals for Nigeria in different categories of sporting activities. In fact, if you look at para powerlifting, Nigeria really dominated that particular sport across the globe. Para powerlifting, para wrestling, and different types of categories of para sport. And we really appreciate what the para athletes have achieved for Nigeria. That's why this platform has been given to them to also come together as their own national sports festival, where they can also compete and also feel that opportunity to showcase their talent. Kudos to all the teams participating, and kudos to the state government supporting the para sport or para athletes across Nigeria. Right now, we quickly dash to CAF competition. CAF Confederation matches will be coming up this weekend. We look at those games from Group A to D in the CAF Confederation, where Nigeria representative, that's Rivers United, will be playing in Group C. But right now, we look at Group A. Al Hilal will be playing against Super Sport United, while Future FC, they take on USM Olga of Algeria in those games coming up this weekend in the CAF Confederation fixtures of Group A. Group B, you have Academy Soa against Abu Salim, Samalek against Zagrada Esperanca. Those are the games slated for Group B in the CAF Confederation. And let's look at Group C, where our own Rivers United will be taking on Club Africain of Tunisia. Academica Petroleus de Lobito of Angola takes on Dream FC of Ghana. Those are the two fixtures slated for the group. Group C, Rivers United will play over there in Uyo. Gospel Bernabeu Stadium is the place to be, and we hope that they'll be able to win this game. They won their first match, they lost the second one, and now we hope that they can also win this with a wide margin. Wishing them the best there. Let's look at Group D fixtures for this weekend in the CAF Confederation. RS Berkane of Morocco against Zebu Noise. You have Sekune United against Stade Malien of Mali. Those are the games also at least coming up in Group D of CAF Confederation fixtures that we just have to quickly show to you there. Well, a lot of matches coming up, but we just have to let you see those games in the CAF Confederation category. The CAF champions also, they have their own category of matches to play, but we have to look at our own first. Rivers United, always interest everywhere you go, even in sport. Rivers United will be flying high, the flag of Nigeria in that game, and wish them all the best against Club Africain as they actually here in Nigeria. Right now, we talk about another set of CAF story. This time around is CAF Awards. Well, the finalists are here. We know that our own Victor Osimhen and the rest are also there vying for honors that will be coming up on Monday. Big one, CAF Award, and we just want to see them doing so well. From the young player category, we have our darling Deborah Abiodun getting to the finalists, the top three of the young player of the year. Women, we have Deborah Abiodun, Nesrin El Chad of Morocco, and Comfort Yeboah of Ghana, making the finalists in this category of Young Player of the Year award. Wishing our own lady, Deborah Abiodun, the best in that award. For the Goalkeeper of the Year, we also have Nigerian star, the goalkeeper, Chiamaka Nnadozie, there among them. We also have Andile Lamini of South Africa. You have Khadija Emrichi, also from Morocco. The three of them making that final cut in the women category of Goalkeeper of the year for CAF. Well, for the national team of the year, Nigeria has another nomination there, well, alongside South Africa and Morocco. So the three teams will vie for honor national team of the year for women. Well, if the men can do, at least have the women there. Good one for our women, making it to the last gap there. For the player of the year for women, we have Asisat Oshuala, who has actually done it 5 times, record time 5 times there. Congrats to her, and she's vying for the 6th time alongside Tembi Katlana of South Africa and also Barbara Banda of Zambia. It's a battle between Chipolopolo, the Bayana, and the Super Falcons ladies. Who win this time around? We wait to see who will be winning it. But this time around, we look at another one that has to do with Nigerian star Victor Osimhen. Osimhen alongside Achraf Hakimi and also, well, the Egyptian Mo Salah. The three of them will vying for honor there to see who wins the battle of the year, the best player of this particular year. Well, for this CAF player of the year, it's a big one because a lot of Nigerians have been saying, well, Osimhen should be able to win this, while some Nigerians are saying, well, for Achraf Hakimi, maybe because of voting, will he be able to get it, or Mo Salah. But attention has been on Victor Osimhen, being able to win the Scudetto for Napoli after 33 years wait. Being top scorers in the running for the world qualifiers, and also looking at the fact that he has broken a lot of records. So Osimhen really making it the final cut of CAF Awards. It's a big one. That will be coming up on Monday. We know the winner on Monday, and we are wishing our own star, Victor Osimhen. The name alone should get him the victory, even though we know it's by voting, but really, Victor deserves to win this, looking at all the record is set for this particular season that ended, and also for the fact that he has been so committed for his club and also for his country, Nigeria. And we are so proud of Victor Osimhen. Achraf Hakimi and Mo Salah, they are also vying alongside him. So those are the categories where we have our own Nigerians. Well, Oshuala, Osimhen, Deborah Abiodun, Chiamaka Nnadozie, and also Nigeria, the women national team Super Falcons, for the fact that they also did well at the World Cup, also qualified for the WAFCON right now. We're celebrating all of them. All the teams, all the finalists are all winners. But we hope that all the awards will be coming home to Nigeria. Wishing them the best there, talking about CAF Awards. Now we move away from CAF Awards, where we've been giving you different sporting categories. Let's move on to NBA. If you love basketball, A lot of games were played earlier today. We look at some of the results of those games being played in the NBA. Detroit Pistons, they lost against Orlando Magic, 123-91. The Magic was much for Orlando Magic, and they were able to do well. For Philadelphia 76ers, it's 125 against Atlanta Hawks, who scored 114. Toronto Raptors, they scored 116 against Charlotte Hornets, who were able to do extra 3 points to win that game. 119 they won. For Washington Wizards, the Wizards went to sleep as Brooklyn Nets did it well against them. 124 to defeat Washington Wizards, who scored 94 in that particular encounter. For Boston Celtics, they scored extra 10 points, scoring 133 to defeat New York Knicks, who scored 123. Cleveland Cavaliers, 111, they defeat Miami Heat by 111-99, while Minnesota Timberwolves won 127 against Memphis Grizzlies, who fought hard, but they only gathered 103 as point. Oklahoma City Thunder 138, 2 points ahead of Golden State Warriors. Well, Stephen couldn't save that particular team. Golden State Warriors, they lost by 2 goals, rather 2 points. Chicago Bulls 121 against San Antonio Spurs, who scored 112, while Denver Nuggets have been fantastic this season because of all the entire squad alongside Jokic, but they lost out against Houston Rockets. They fired some Rockets against Denver Nuggets and actually swept them down. A good one for Rockets, who won 114 against Denver Nuggets, who actually gathered 106. Those are the games played earlier today, and we just give you the report of those games being played in the NBA for those that love to follow basketball there. Well, quickly, we go, let's go on a short break to let you have a feel of some video from volleyball game that happened between Nigeria under 17 women and also against Egypt. Nigeria under 17 girls really fought hard, but they lost out against Egypt in that encounter there at the MK Abiola Stadium. That game ended in favor of Egypt. But our ladies, right now, they've qualified for the competition that has to do with the world category. They qualified for the world under 17 category, coming second there. But right now, let's have a feel of that particular encounter there.
Come on! Come on. That's it.
I know it is, I'm ready to be cool, baby.
It is the time opener for the Nigerian nation to find it out, to reach out to the rest of the continent as well as the world. Egypt have done the league for these girls, which they play every year for 15 in the league, and they have gathered enough experience, enough camaraderie, and of course enough sportsmanship to be able to believe in themselves, back on their play, and stop future crashes. They have brought us as far. They are huge champions tonight. We're on the next season for Nigeria, and of course, Africa has got a different competition and a global championship. This year, Cameroon, Nigeria, and
Congrats to Egypt there, winning that particular competition in Nigeria. But for our girls, they've been able to qualify for the World Championship, and hopefully they will do well by the time that event comes up, according to their coach. Right, diverting away from volleyball, big matches for this weekend. Let's look at those matches from Premiership down to French Ligue 1. Big matches for this weekend. Also, let you have a feel of those fixtures slates for this weekend. We've earlier talked about the NNL, MPFL, and we'll also right now show you those one coming from CAF before we talk about the top 5 leagues in Europe. Well, big matches slated for this weekend. We'll quickly look at EPL. Well, from the way it is, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Newcastle, Chelsea, they'll be battling themselves. Well, for Tottenham, a big one. They'll be facing Newcastle United. Tough match there. Who stays on between Ange Postecoglou and Eddie Howe there? Well, we look at a big match coming up between those two in that at Wembley Stadium. Well, from the way it is, we also look at Chelsea. Chelsea will be playing that game against Everton. Can Everton dislodge Chelsea, or Chelsea will win? Big match also coming up between the two teams at the Goodison Park. Who will stay on? Aston Villa against Arsenal. Arsenal with the elephant remain to stay on the tree. A lot of Arsenal fans will be hoping that Aston Villa, they've been a very stubborn team this season. I just hope that they'll be able to hold their own. But Arsenal are coming with all the guns in this world to see how they can do it against Aston Villa. A lot of fixtures slated for this weekend. We look at the fact that Arsenal topping the table right now is a thing of joy for them, and they want to hold on to it. It's a big one for that particular team. Manchester City, Liverpool, all of them are battle ready. Who stays top, who drop, who scores. For Juventus, they did well winning their game just yesterday, and just have to look at the fact that they were able to do well in that encounter. A lot of matches today for this weekend. PSG against Nantes. We have our own Nigerian star there. They'll be facing PSG there. And you also look at Roma, Jose Mourinho and the team trying to see how they can better their lot concerning football in Italia. So they are. Well, matches later for this weekend. That's what we just showed to you there. But right now, before we go, we quickly we'll talk about some transfer stories. Transfer story that has to do with at least different players across the globe. But this time we took look at Manchester United. Manchester United, Dortmund, that's Borussia Dortmund, are working on a swap deal for Jadon Sancho. Sancho came from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester United, and everything goes well. Sancho could be going back to where he came from. That will be at the Signal Iduna Park. He used to be there, and he was able to do well there before Manchester United signed him, and things have not gone well since he joined the Red Devils. But right now, he could be going back to Germany, where he will be able to at least discover himself. And let's see what will be happening for Chelsea. They are ready to pay whatever it takes for Victor Osimhen from Napoli. They want to get him away from Napoli. And in fact, the rumor says it could be in January. But we wait to see, will it be January or end of the season? But we wait to see what Chelsea will be doing, because they said he is the missing link between Chelsea players. They want to get Osimhen to be able to at least score many goals for them. We wait to see what will this particular player be doing. Will he be joining Chelsea? That's an answer that will be coming from the angle of Victor Osimhen. Well, another one says Manchester United to battle Manchester City for little defender Lenin Joro. Joro is just 18-year-old defender, but he has been fantastic. He plays for Lille of France, and right now two Manchester United teams, two Manchester teams, United and City, trying to see how they can sign this young man, 18-year-old Lenin Joro there, a defender of high note. They want to see who will get him done, at least to sign him. Well, the last one says Barcelona are keen to sign Leicester City midfielder Wilfred Ndidi. A player that has been at least entering the eyes of Barcelona, as we say in Nigeria. They really want to get him to join them over there in the Barcelona new camp. But right now, we want to see, will Wilfred Ndidi be able to make it to Barcelona? It's an answer that will be answered questions will be answered very soon from Barcelona, who are really trying to see how they can get the signature of the Nigerian midfielder Ndidi joining Barcelona there. Those are the stories trending in the world of sport, or rather football. Just to let you have a feel of those transfer rumors. We've earlier talked with the Commissioner of Youth and Sport Development in Kebbi State, Nura Fingla, there, who actually give us all the activities happening concerning sport. We also showcase all the fixtures for this weekend in Nigerian National League, the MPFL, and also the top 5 leagues in Europe. Not forgetting the CAF Awards coming up on Monday. Osimhen, Abiodun, Nadoze, and Oshwala vying for honors. We wish them all the best as they vie for honors in that particular award. We say, bring it home. We are really rooting for you. That will be it on Weekend Sport, where we always make sure we give you the best from Trust TV. Weekend Sport right now. We are really appreciating the fact that you stay with us to watch this particular show. I'm Adeniyi Ajisafe. Have a splendid sporting weekend.
Surely tonight, we have also been the most outstanding, most valuable player of the match. But as well, there will be a celebration all about medal presentation as well. The first 6 of the tournament will be also celebrated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Africa, and surely Africa has done incredible representation.